وحقق إذا رمت شيئا ولا تسمن بوهمك ذات الورم.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The 20th and final principle that the Shaykh mentions is in regards to the grief of هموم التصدي والإفادة, the grief of benefiting others. A student of knowledge would want to benefit others with the knowledge that he has or she has attained. They learn something, learn a benefit, and they realize that this is important to the Muslims, so they want to deliver it to the Muslims as soon as possible. However, when they are not able to do so, this becomes a worry. Or if they are trying to but not able to do it in the best manner, this becomes a worry. And the way that we can get out of this worry is by acknowledging that a student of knowledge has two times, a time for studying and a time for teaching. So at the time when he is studying, they should be focused on studying, so that when the time comes for teaching, they are fully qualified to best benefit the students that they are teaching. And we indicated towards this before in one of the previous worries. So for more information, they can go back to that. And with that, alhamdulillah, we have completed the 20 worries of a student of knowledge mentioned by Shaykh Sāleh al Usaymī in his lecture هموم طالب العلم, the worries of a student of knowledge. And the Shaykh mentioned that he has mentioned the main and most important worries of a student of knowledge, and the main and general advices and principles on how a person can remove this worry from themselves. Obviously, each situation is slightly different, and likewise, some of these points may have more details and more types and different rulings depending on the situation. However, these are the foundations, and that's what a student of knowledge should do. He should focus on the foundations and not on the things that take place here and there. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to benefit us with what has been said. And I would add also that this, as you can see, is a very short course for people to learn more about these type of issues. They need to study books on adab, etiquette of a student of knowledge, because etiquette is not just restricted to how you speak to your teacher, but it's the life of a student of knowledge and the conduct of a student of knowledge, and it includes everything. And if you look at the books of etiquette of student of knowledge, they include everything. So study those books. For example, study the book العلم, the glorification of knowledge by Shaykh Al Usaymī. A lot of the points we mentioned here, they overlap, and the Shaykh has mentioned it there. For example, the principles of the intention, the 4 things that we have to intend, he mentioned it there. The 2 things that we need, the 2 qualities in a teacher, the Shaykh mentioned it in تعظيم العلم, and in fact he mentioned it in a little bit more detail, and so on. Then a person can maybe move on to other books, many others, books like حلية طالب العلم by Bakr Abu Zayd, وتذكرة السامع والمتكلم by Ibn Jama'ah, and many other books. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to beautify ourselves with the students, with the etiquette of a student of knowledge, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to benefit from what has been said. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.